I'm having a hard time getting started. Okay, welcome back to my office. It's a hot mess and I am feeling flustered about what to do first. There's just so much stuff, you guys. I've got 4 or 5 totes that are empty right now and I really need to just load them up with stuff that we don't use on a regular basis that I need to get rid of, and I'm having a hard time getting started. I think what I'm gonna do is use my timer because that just helps me stay focused, and then I know that when the timer is done, then I'm done. And since I'm kind of tired and feeling emotionally drained, it's gonna be a hard one. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna set my timer. I should probably set it for like 45 minutes. Yeah, maybe 30. I'll set it for 30 minutes and then I'll just see how much I can get done. The family's out, so I really want to get something done because I'm home alone and I have time and the space to do things. And it's really hard to get decluttering done when everybody's home, you know, because decluttering just makes a mess, bigger mess before you can clean it up. So anyways, half an hour. Let's start filling some totes with things that I need to get out of the house, and we'll just start from there. Regular cardboard box for paper recycling. Blue box is for books. Gray box is for donations. Okay, let's do a little time lapse of me doing stuff. Let's go. If you are new here, welcome in. I am doing a decluttering challenge for the month of March. I called it my March Decluttering Madness series. And yeah, this is video number 5. We're working on the office. Previous to this, we've done the bathroom, we did the kids' rooms, we did playroom, and we did the kitchen. And then after this, we're going to be working on the mudroom and the garage as well. So stick around, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the good action. My overarching goal is to reach 750 items. Let's see if we can do this. You know what's in here? These. Have I used them? No. I think they need to be recycled. I didn't use them for my band-aids. I didn't use them for anything. And so so I don't get to keep them. I get to get rid of them. So this is my second decluttering challenge. I did one back in December and I had those gum packages in my office and I was going to get rid of them before Christmas and I did not. And so this is me saying, you know what, now's the time. And I did. I got rid of them, you guys. I am super proud of myself because that was a hard thing. Hey, I should maybe actually have a timer on, huh? Okay. 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. It's helpful to actually keep time with things. Now I apologize because I did use the timer while on this day, but I didn't record like different timestamps and stuff as I was decluttering. I was just like too wrapped up in the work I was doing. So apologies for that. But it is a great hack and I do use it often to set my timer and just give myself that time to do the work because you know what, we can do a lot of things in just 15 to 30 minutes. And so just by giving yourself a timer, you know that there's a limit, there's an end in sight, and you just got to reach that and then you can move on to something else. And I will shout out from the rooftops, you guys can make a difference in just a few minutes every day. I know because I have, and so I know that you guys can do it too. If you are on the same journey as I am and you're decluttering, then just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. So I was sharing with my husband yesterday about how I wanted to just make this a more beautiful space. I want these open shelves to be exchanged for like a little cabinet or like a shelf with a cabinet on the bottom. There's some really beautiful ones from IKEA I'll show you. And then to put my big black desk in between, and on this side of the room that I'm cleaning, it would be like the kids' art spot and a place for them to do homework and that kind of stuff. Okay, awesome, you guys. So I have 64 items in this bucket here to donate. These are just regular reading books. These ones are more like religious kind of books. Okay, so there we go. Got a few shelves cleaned off. I gotta keep going. My time's almost up. This process is like so hard to get started. And then once I get started, I'm like, okay, I got this. And I can like get rid of more things and whatnot. But okay, my goal was to get to 100. Let's see if we can find, what is that, 34 more things? That's right? Yeah. I can math.
I really can count. So when I was talking to my husband about kind of getting those cabinets in here, I was having a little bit of a panic attack because these shelves are like stacked to the ceiling. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to fit everything. And then I had to slow myself down and be like, no, Jerry, you're not keeping everything. Like, you need to get rid of stuff. You need to slim it down and just simplify, because we don't use this stuff, you guys. Like, I've got extra binders here. Okay, that's fine to have a few, but like, I don't need 20, right? And so I'm just trying to simplify stuff, just trying to make it easier for us to use this space. And right now the floor is constantly covered with things because it becomes a drop zone, because we're not in here like all the time. And it just would be nice to have a place for everything in its place. We can see the floor. We can get to open desk space where the kids can actually create. And I think it'll just be a better, more functional space and make us feel better in our own home. And now I'm looking around like, what else can I get rid of here? And yeah, I couldn't find anything in this spot. So moving on, we will do something different now.
Okay, I also cleaned off the top of this rolly thing that's falling. Okay. And I just put crayons in the bottom of it. I'm gonna put like markers and scissors and art things in here, and then that way we can kind of like roll it out. It's not rolling because the wheels aren't working great, but it does roll. So we could roll it out to the table, do some crafty stuff, roll it back in here. Like, I think that'll be nice to have that kind of stuff in here. Oh yeah. And then, so then I was going through donations. So I'm at 90. I think I had 92 because I went through the stuff that's on top of here. So 92. I need to find 8 more things. I can do this.
Some of the things I found to donate in my office was like a picture, binders, of course. We had like a baby toy that was just hanging out in here that I got rid of. It was like a crib music player thing. You know, I'm trying to think. There was a few like cords and things that like I didn't need, like phone cords. And you guys, I cannot recall what else is in those totes. And that's okay. Obviously, that means it's not going to be missed. And that's what happens when you donate things sometimes, you guys.
There's a bunch of papers here I need to recycle, so let's do that. Count that as 10, and there's 10 more, 20 papers, but this I'm keeping. Almost poked my eye out. Okay, this needs a new battery, but we do not have the right battery size for it. Markers. Do I need this? No, I do not. Okay, so that's another one. So I was at 4. This would be 5. Right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is just an empty folder. A couple of notebooks. Keeping track of how many donations I have. Here's the necklace I could get rid of. It is wrapped around the key. Kids keep life interesting. Okay. 6. We don't play with dinosaurs anyway, so. 7. A little jar. Use that jar for anything? I don't know. Stickers! That I might use for my youth group. So I'm just hanging on to that for now. This needs to be recycled. Yes, okay. So this would be, is that 8? And I can go in this. Stickers that's gotten out of hand. Okay, good enough. I could donate these. I don't need these. Stickers. Thing of scissors. Recycling. This could probably be recycling. Recycling. Bill stuff. Garbage. Alright. That doesn't work. Recycling. Okay. Oh, this. Buttons. I definitely don't need buttons. Cool. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so that makes 105 items that I was able to find to donate or recycle. We have much more to do in this office. If I'm able to come back to this another night, let's do that, okay? Cut to that.
If anyone was wondering who's the more cluttered partner, it's me. But my husband is so willing to help. Okay, so I've asked my husband to take a few totes to the donation center for me because he's less emotionally attached to them. So these are things from my office, from my bathroom, that bag there. So there's 4 containers in here. That will help the office be a little bit better. Okay, and then you'll remember some of this from December. I didn't get it out of my house. So my husband's gonna be taking that as well. The toy stuff, he's already got here in the truck. So, okay, so even though I couldn't donate things personally, it was just feeling too overwhelming. My husband's willing to do it. He's less detached. He's less attached to the things, emotionally attached. And so just a little easier for him to just drop them off and not think about it. So he's willing to do that. I appreciate that about him. So let that be a tip for you. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you're like, I just cannot, maybe there's somebody in your life who can help you donate stuff to. I have a little bit more here to do, you guys. So this is day 3 of coming in here. Right now I'm just moving the stuff that I took off the shelf because I had just put it here in the office. I wasn't totally committed with what we wanted to do with it. And my husband and I were just talking about it, and he was like, okay, why don't we just put it in the bedroom for now? And then once we kind of get this space cleared up and organized and stuff, we can bring what we want back into this office. So right now I'm moving memorabilia stuff, scrapbooks, those kind of things are just going to be moved into my bedroom, and I'm just going to put them in the top of my closet. I've got like a little shelf at the top of my closet where I can put stuff. And then the rest of these kind of paper product things, they're just going to live on my floor in the corner of my room, which I think will help motivate me to actually get the office finished because I don't want to leave them in my room for very long. I'm going to cover them with the bedsheet so that my little one doesn't see them. She's the only one I'm concerned about getting into them because they're in a different spot now. So that's partially why I was like, oh, I don't want to move it in there, but I think I have to. I got to create this space, and I'm really excited about doing this. And as I was talking about it with my husband last night, I was just thinking it's like the chicken and the egg, what comes first? And it just had to come first. I just got to make this little bit more of a mess before it'll become like a beautiful clean space. So because I got to clear up the storage room, so I've got room for shelves, and I've got to clear up the toy closet, so I've got room for this big shelf, I mean. And yeah, so you just kind of have to pick and choose your battles and just go with it. So anyways, I hope that was helpful for you guys as well. This has just been a little eye-opening for me this morning as I cleared off the shelf, and I was just feeling excited and like, oh, this can work. It's just going to be a little rough for the moment. There she is, all cleared off, so now we can start using it for books. Okay, you guys, so I was just thinking like this is gonna be so helpful having this out of here, and just the process of taking stuff out of this room has made me start to think like I've gotten too comfortable with how things are right now, and this will just create a little rift in my routine and just make it a little easier for me to see like, oh, I don't need all this stuff. So yeah, if you guys have the time and the space to create a clear bookshelf, a clear room, and then start from fresh and see what you actually want to keep, I think it will be very helpful. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. I had a really hard time starting on that first day, and putting the timer on really helped. So please use that little hack if you can. And yeah, just giving myself a goal of trying to do 100 things made it more helpful because it kind of pushed me on so that I'd actually get the things done. And then after talking to my husband about like what we were gonna do, our plans here, and deciding, yeah, we need to move this middle bookshelf, then I knew today what I had to do to get that all cleared off. And although I didn't take time to declutter today, I was just moving stuff, I think it'll make it easier to declutter that stuff as I bring it back in though, because I'm gonna have a limited space, and also just to see that like I really don't need all the things. So
I'm super excited about remodeling this office. So you guys, that's going to be coming up here kind of like April, May, the next little bit. I've got some cleaning I need to do because I've been putting it off so I could declutter. So I've got some deep cleaning we're going to be doing here at the beginning of April, but after that I want to get back to this office because right now it's just hanging out in my bedroom and taking up space, and so I'm going to want to be like going through it and moving things back in here as soon as possible. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe. I have still got to do the mudroom and the garage for this declutter challenge for next week, and so if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do because it's going to be fun watching those videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.